Please look outside. You see people doing their own thing. Go about their own ways. Watching the football field here. Kids out there playing. Exercising. It's peaceful out, right? Car drives by. People mind their own business. Doing their own thing. Which brings us to the reason for this video. Why do we have to have hatred? Why do people have to hate each other? What point is it? What's the reason behind it? Is there a reason? You know how much energy it takes for that kid over there to play on the exercise bar? It takes just as much energy to hate somebody. And for what? For what purpose? There is no purpose in it. I'm white. That person's black. That person's Asian. That person's the Muslim. Who gives a rat's ass who is who? But yeah, we see on the TV here. You turn the TV on. Turn it on. Let it load up a little bit. You see commercials. Now as you change the channels, there's a preview for a show here. Let's put it on the news channel here. Biden criticizes House lawmakers for taking 2-week break instead of passing Ukraine aid.
You know, he's basically on vacation the entire time.
Well, he's on vacation the entire time.
It's definitely imperative that the U.S. continue to play a large.
Not to mention the war itself.
Then you go down. And you get a classic show from, looks like the 60s, 70s, from the Inspirational Channel. Then you go down. You got Fox News Channel. Of course, they're in commercial at the moment. Now they're opening up a commercial about Optimal on the internet. You go further down. When you got somebody wanting money, want to sell you stuff. You go down, you got tennis. And you go down further, and you got golf. You go to channel 86, and you got the Game Show Network. The Cash Cab. Point is, you got a variety of different things going on there. But the point is, you saw what I was doing, right? But in like one thing, I can push the button. I didn't like one thing, I can push the button. I can go to sports, I can go to game show, I can go to a movie, I can watch the news. You have the power right here in your hand to decide what you want to see, what you don't want to see. The same thing on there, same thing on the internet over here, on the social network. You come in here, you get all these apps on your iPad. You got Facebook, you got YouTube, you got Twitter. All you gotta do, swipe. You can go to the next app. Swipe. You can move on to the next story. You can find something you like. You ain't gotta sit there and watch something you don't like. You ain't gotta sit there and watch something about violence, and you don't have to sit there and cheer it on. That's what feeds it. That's what feeds them.
Only thing the news does is show violence these days.
YouTube. Got on YouTube here. There's the first 6 right here. There's wrestling. There's a preview of Five Nights at Freddy's. A preview of Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire. Mermaid on Fire versus Icy Mermaid. Shimu versus Titanus Rodan. There's Skibidi Toilet 70 full version. You have options, people.
Then why hate one another when you just hang out with one another?
We see blacks and whites hang out together all
It's
the time.
not hard to be nice.
It's not. It's not hard to be nice.
It's a lot easier, actually.
It's a lot easier. It takes a lot more energy to hate somebody and a lot less energy to love each other. Why waste all your time hating somebody? You don't, for example, me. Okay? For example. Do you know anything about me? Do you know my history? Do you know what I've done? Do you know what I've gone through? No, you don't. So you have no reason whatsoever to hate me. I've raised 8 kids. 6 kids, not of my own blood. Yes, I've raised 6 stepchildren. I raised twins by myself for 8.5, 9 years. Because a white cop goes and hurts somebody, you're gonna come attack me, and I had not a fucking thing to do with it. That make a whole lot of damn sense?
It does not.
No, makes no damn sense. Makes none. So what's the point behind it?
They also feel better about themselves.
There is no point behind it. You've been used as political tools. That's what people don't understand. They don't understand that you're being used as a political tool. A puppet. That's all you are, is a puppet to them. If they can show stuff on TV to get your goat riled up, go out and destroy entire cities and fight each other, and they've done their job. They've done what they needed to do. And you play right into their hands every time you give in to them.
Every time you give them the wrath, greed, or envy.
Every time you give them what they need, that's what you give them. Well, my son sat behind the phone there. That's what you give them. You give them the fuel for the fire.
And they burn you alive with it.
And then they burn you alive with it. They don't burn themselves with it. They burn you with it. Because you're the ones destroying the cities. You're the ones destroying all the businesses. You're the ones out killing each other. While they're out in their old fat houses getting rich off of you. But it's important. It's important to have a violent nature. Mankind is violent by nature. And allow ourselves to be ripped apart by corrupt government and social media it baffles my freaking mind. I'm going to lay it off in October for no damn reason whatsoever. I've been fighting the last 4 months to find a job. I asked repeatedly to help. To have someone help me out and show me how to make money online.
No one can.
No one. There are 900 friends on Facebook. Not one person. Not one. Offered to come over and show me how to do some of the stuff online. Offered to invite me over to come show stuff how to do all stuff online. I've had very few show me any kind of support. Very few. And for those very few that do show support, I appreciate it. Because when times come into crisis, you know where your friends are. You know when people, you know the ones that care about you. Because they come forward. You can see them. They show themselves. But you know what would be nice? You know what would be great? Is everybody came together that way. We all came together. We all pulled each other up. Pulled each other out of the damn mud. And act like we give a damn about each other.
Instead of burying each other.
Instead of burying each other. Because that's what they want. It's not what we want.
We want peace.
We want peace. We want to just get along with each other. We're not allowed to do that. But it's high time we stood together. There's enough hatred in this world to last a lifetime. And I'm sick of it.
A lot of us are.
A lot of us are sick of this, sick of the way this thing is.
Humanity is supposed to be united, not apart. Not segregated.
Exactly. I want to end this little segment here, my little rant with this. What takes more energy?
Love.
What makes more
Or
sense?
anger.
What makes more sense? Hate somebody because they believe, or because they're different, because they act a different way,
Because they believe something different than you.
or show some compassion and love for each other and stand by each other in time of need. And it doesn't matter
Who you are.
who you are or where this person came from. You need to make a decision which is more important. Destruction
Or creation.
or construction. I think construction is a whole lot more important than destruction. Because destruction destroys.
That's all it does.
That's all it does. Destruction destroys. Construction creates. Construction builds.
It builds prosperity.
It builds prosperity. It makes bonds. It creates bonds. It creates friendships. It creates relationships. It brings people to fuck together. Because all destruction does
Just tear things apart.
is take what's good, take what's out there and turns it into a bed of fire. Quite honestly, the way this world's going, I feel sorry for the next generation. Because that's what they're going to be living on. A bed of fire.